think anger, disappointment, and many questions are being asked. What exactly happened here on December the 20th when Maxwell Johnson came here to open up a bank account for his 12-year-old daughter? Behind me is a protest going on of some people that have gathered to demand answers to their many questions about what took place here and why a 12-year-old girl was handcuffed along with her grandfather. Joining me here today is Dakota Bear. Dakota, you organized the event for today. Tell me about why you wanted to put this together.
Well, I did co-organize the event alongside a family member. Her name is Contessa. She's a cousin of Max. And today we're gathering united against the racial discrimination and the racial profiling that happens in Canada still 2020 inside the banking institutions, but also education system, healthcare system. I mean, this really hits home. I have family members, friends. I have a young daughter. You know, that could have happened to any one of us. And for the police, shameful actions from the VPD to come inside and to arrest a grandfather and his granddaughter for simply wanting to open up a bank account. I mean, is this 1951 with the pass and the permit system where we were literally confined to our reservations? Or is this 2020 in a more open society? You can't even tell the difference right now because of the actions, the shameful actions that are happening. That's against bank policy, by the way. People that used to be employed by the banking system have been speaking out online and saying that that's against policy to even call the cops if somebody's committing fraud. But no fraud had been taking place. And also, one piece of ID, a birth certificate, was said to be enough by a representative to open up a bank account. They went in there with three pieces of identification. So you can see this is absolutely just unjust. It has so many people upset online, so many people upset at home. So I'm just, honored to be standing alongside the family demanding justice. We're not asking for justice any longer, we're demanding it.
Absolutely. In a statement on Twitter, BMO said that they would be using this as a learning opportunity and apologize prophetically for that. Is that enough for you? Do you think that's enough from BMO to really respond to this?
Well, that's absolutely not enough. And to say that it's a learning opportunity is shameful. It's shameful to even say that. This should be a learning opportunity for all Canadian citizens by this situation. A learning opportunity to say that racial discrimination still happens. Still today, there was a speaker, JB, who was coming to speak on this because she faced racial discrimination inside a bank and she got racial discriminated on her way over here, so she couldn't make it. This happens on a daily occurrence. This is not just a one-time thing. It happens as an Indigenous person in our daily lives. It really hits home, and I know that if more action isn't taken, these protests will only get bigger. People are outraged. Canadian citizens, they're outraged. Our allies, Indigenous people, we've had enough. This is really a tipping point. This happens all of the time. We get our rights trampled on. We get dehumanized. This is just unjust for a country that parades itself with equality and high quality of human rights, but things like this happen, and often they just get swept under the rug, but not today. It's not happening any longer.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today here. Back to you in studio.